Dad's new train on the shelf.
Okay, here's a bit of progress on the shelf layout. Laid a bit more track. Stuck some more cork down. Finally, we've joined up to the loop on the main layout. This was a slightly tricky bit, this reverse curve with flexible track. Incorporating down here some isolating joiners and a new feed section there, so we get that wired in. Generally though, looking good. So a quick update on the track laying. That's the old layout. There's the new stuff. We got all the track in now and the wiring's checked, and our loops and our terminus end. We've got the new mains feed on there. I'm just experimenting by not drilling through the baseboard and just putting a bit of cover on that. When that's painted in, that might look okay. When I finish painting that, that might be a nice bit of background. Put a bit of sky on that. We needed to fill the edges of the track underlay so that we could paint. I use this dark wood filler to fill the edges of the track overlay, something that you could paint on, build up the edges and paint on afterwards. It could be moulded to the edge of the track there and then painted afterwards, and you could use that all round the layout. Fill in a few of the gaps and it gives you something to paint on afterwards. I think we'll find this is where we got to. We hadn't finished the run round loop. Here we are in its finished state with our insulating rail joiners, our new feeds and completion of the run round loop. So I thought it was a bit dim down this end, which it is, because this end is hidden behind a metal cabinet in the shed. So I've just added a couple of lights in the background. I'll just see if I can demonstrate that with an on-off switch. They're just battery Christmas lights really. Switch is hidden in the station building here. There it is. And that's on and that's off. Just might make a little difference. Here we are in our finished state, and you see we've got some Hammett and Morgan controllers instead of that Hornby one. Tidied up the wiring, got some isolating ends to the sidings and some switches, and down the far end is our terminus. Put our lights on in our terminus, and we're running along the track. The scenic, the trees painted by the Grandkids, trees and the blue skies. Got a little plate layers hut to put in there where we want it. Let's just try a couple of running shots. In our first sequence, the Class 06 leaves the station at the terminus. So having uncoupled, So having uncoupled, it's going to run round its train. Okay, so I think we're going to follow this one out, the Class 20 on its engineer's train with engineers in.